So Fu,
Yeah.
you sent me a message today that I
No,
wanted
no, no, no. I didn't send any message.
I that I wanted to turn into a podcast discussion because you just simply asked me if I thought that the future of bike shops was the brick and mortars going away and being more focused on internet stuff. And I
Mhm.
wanted to make a podcast discussion out of this because obviously it's relevant. More and more bike shops are going away. And I thought that we could have a genuinely productive conversation about this that some people might be able to get something out of.
Mhm.
Yeah. And if you anybody can't hear right now, I'm sick, so my voice is going to be in and out, but I wanted to make this happen while it was still like fresh with our conversation. And so you're working right now. You are Epic BMX in California, Southern California. You've been around for how long?
25 years.
25 years. So I think you know a thing or two about sticking around.
You want to hear I know like you see me and you see my kids, you see my but when I opened the shop, Max wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
So it's like I remember I asked Ethan because Ethan works here too. Ethan goes, I still remember the day uh you brought Megan is my daughter that set up this little go you took her you came home with her in a little carrier. So yeah, when I started this, I only had one kid. She was barely 1 years old.
Wow.
So Max was pretty much born into this industry.
That's wild to think
Yeah, I'm,
about.
I'm still trying to find this iconic picture of Robbie Morales and his first wife holding Max when he was maybe 3 months old.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And once you hear it, right, it kind of gives you goosebumps a little.
It's like, whoa, to think about like where Max is at now.
Yeah, like Robbie's with him riding for Colt is wild because Robbie's known him from the day he was born. Watch Max,
Wow.
watch me bringing Max to Colt and well through S&M first when he was at Fit when he was one, barely one, and knowing him now that he's gonna be 22, he's gonna turn 22 in Austin, so that's why he's staying in Austin for a little bit. It's that's chilling, right?
Yeah. So 25 years. And the question you asked me, I'm going to just read exactly so I can get it right because I want to answer that to start this out. I want to answer what you asked me. You said, is this the way of the future for BMX? No brick and mortar shop, just do online. And my answer to that genuinely is that I don't believe that's the future of BMX. I think that I don't believe that that's the only future for BMX is online. I wholeheartedly believe that there's people like you and people like the people who are running other BMX shops around the country that are willing to adapt and do what it takes to stay open. And I truly believe that as simple as it is to say, but as hard as it is to do, that those who can adapt will survive.
Well, I think one of the reasons why I said that is because I'm starting to notice that's becoming the trend is
Mm-hmm.
people focusing more on the online than the physical shop. And for me, I want to look at both ways where having a brick and mortar shop, having a structured time, it's harder. So, but if you only have an online store, I'm not saying it's not hard, but you don't have to have crazy transient like I'm having all day today coming in. People coming in and looky loos, standing around, testing riding bikes, making bikes fall. You don't have to deal with all that. So you're chilling somewhere at your home, your office, or remotely, and you're just processing sales. And with online sales being easier for like as in drop shipping, like it's easy. Like hell, I mean, why am I not doing it? Am I the dumb one not doing it? Am I the dumb one not doing it? And just let's close all this. Let's save myself rent money, insurance money, electricity. That's a lot of money in California. Let's save me all that. I'll run this out of my house. Am I stupid? I mean, it's a lot easier, I think.
These are real questions.
Am I just, hardcore and I want to do this because I want to be a hero and I'm dumb, you know, I got to deal with all this. What is it? What is it? What am I stupid or am I smart for doing it? I don't know. To me, screw it. Let's close all this down. If I close my shop down and I would be saving probably $5,000 a month.
Jeez.
And I'll only do online sales. Let's do it. That's the smart move. It's the smart move and it's the easier move. But why? Why am I here? Because for me, I like being here. I like anybody that knows me. I would talk until you go deaf. Okay. I won't shut up until you tell me. I love helping the customer. Like earlier, when school got out, a bunch of kids always ride the bike by, and this kid walked up and go, hey, my chain fell off. I walk outside, looked at it, and it was a very simple. I told the kid, I go, you don't know how to do this? He goes, no. I go, okay, well, grab the chain. He goes, what do you mean? I said, grab the chain. Grab the damn chain. Pick it up with your hand. Picked it up. I go, now, where's that supposed to go? He goes, well, right there. I go, put it on. The kid put it on. And I go, look at that. I guess you have magic. And he goes, no. I goes, how you know how to do it? He's all, you showed me. That's what I love. And without my shop, that kid will be walking home. Yep. Oh, yeah. Some people is going to comment in, oh, well, it sucks because his dad should have this. Okay, whatever. That's for another interview. That's for another talk. But it was there. And I'm happy to teach him that. I could have gone, sorry, kid. It's $10, $15, $20, $5. But instead, I felt like it was good for me to do my role as an adult to teach this kid. Mm-hmm. If you were a grown man, I probably would have charged you, but he's a kid. I'm going to teach this kid how to do it. So you're out there, you're going to know how to do it next time you get stuck. You and as an adult, you should know how to push yourself to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to charge your ass.
Yeah.
But all day, like a good amount of my days is taking phone calls. Me and Alfredo have a YouTube. I had a guy call me and ask me about bottom bracket question. His square tapered wasn't working right, the spacing. I probably spent a good half hour on the phone with him while I'm working on a bike. I love it. But that's me in my BMX world.
Yeah.
That's me in my BMX like love for it. Now, people always talk about, yeah, you know what? I'm doing this for BMX. I'm doing this for the community. What is this community you're talking about? What is this community you're talking about? If you're online, you'd have no community. You're online, you're selling to whatever, to whoever. You're not talking to nobody. Nobody's calling you to ask you QC. Nobody's calling you to ask you, hey, I want to get this hub, and like this. You're like, well, you do know that's a left-hand drive. Is your bike left-hand or right-hand? They're like, oh, shoot. I didn't know it's left-hand. They're just going to buy it. And then when they get it, they're like, oh, man, this is not what I want. And they're going to email you. And are you going to respond to the email they have, the hundreds of other email? Yeah, I don't know. So is that the community that you're contributing to? Or when you say BMX community, you're talking about just making that sales and putting that money into the cycle of the BMX sales. Is that the community? To me, community is you're there, present, helping. Yeah. I'm not asking for some medal because I helped that kid. But to me, that is my local city, my little Westminster community, and that's my BMX community.
Yeah.
You do it online. I don't know. You show up to a jam, like, now you're the part of the community. I don't know.
I suppose it just looks a little differently. You can't get that hands-on teaching the kid with the chain thing, but you do sometimes get the, supporting the jam to be part of that community. But it's not like you're saying, it's not quite the same type of community thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And to me, in order to keep this place sustained, I need as much business as I can, right? I mean, it sounds greedy, but right, I need as much business as I can to keep sustaining this, you know, and that business a lot of time is a big bite out of it is online, you know, because online you buy and you get discounts, you get promo codes, and of course you get more options. But if you come into the shop, one is most likely we could get you that part and the wait time is the same anyway. So I don't know, it's convenient. I mean, okay, so if it's convenient, then when your chain fall off, who's going to be convenient to be there to teach you how to put it on?
Yeah.
Who's going to be convenient there to tell you that you installed that square taper wrong? Oh, you're going to go on YouTube? Well, conveniently, somebody made the video for you, right? It just tells me you're lazy. That convenient is actually lazy. You don't want to go into a shop. You don't want to ask questions. Some people, they feel like they don't want to sound like they walk into the shop and, you know, I hate it. People come in and go, hey, I got a dumb question. I go, okay, well, you're dumb for even saying that. Ask me a question. And they'll ask that, and I go, it's not a dumb question at all. This is what you need to do, like this, like this, like this. Some people feel like you kind of like taking away their power. You kind of like they feel embarrassed. Well, it sucks that you feel that way. But I feel like a lot of people go online to buy because the discount and because they don't want to have to face asking a question that they feel stupid.
Yeah. So that's the landscape that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you do to make sure that you're there next month?
So for me, you know, it's obvious. I'm a BMX shop. You never been in here, which that's a shot at you.
I've only been to California a couple times, and I haven't been in that area.
Couple times, but never here. So, but it's my shop's a BMX shop, obviously. So why am I working on an e-bike wheel? I worked on 3 or 4 e-bikes today. If I'm a BMX shop, I worked on somebody's beach cruiser earlier. I was adjusting the derailleur if I'm a BMX shop. So that's the thing, is that you're a BMX shop, but that is not stopping you from working on other bikes. We don't sell any other kind of bikes. We only sell BMX, but we have tons of tubes of every single size. Okay, we have if we see a good, you know, surge of BMX cruisers, like let's say during the summer, I'll bring in a bunch of beach cruiser tires, and you service those. We're still a BMX shop. My shop's full BMX, but we'll service anything. And I'll tell you this is gonna be wild. I would say maybe in the last couple of years, my BMX sales is like almost non-existent. Like today, we had no BMX sales at all. Nothing. Nobody came in and bought anything BMX related. It was all e-bikes, and somebody came in and bought, had me change an inner tube on a mountain bike. Somebody had me put a tire liner into a beach cruiser. No BMX. So if I was just like, nope, that's it, I'm just a BMX only shop. Sorry, man. Go next door. Go down the street. I just lost all that business. So that's what a lot of these guys need to do. They need to kind of like, either it's a pride thing, or I don't know. I think it's like, oh, I'm BMX and I don't want to touch anything else.
Well,
that's just foolish.
I agree. And my perspective on this is, if somebody is in your shop and they need something done and they're willing to pay for it, they're going to pay someone else to do it anyways. So why not be the one who does it and makes that money?
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite stories. A lady came in and she was carrying a golf bag and she's pulling this thing behind it. I go, okay, what's this? What's up, man?
Hey, I had a question. Do you think do you have a bag I can buy off for you, like a trash bag I can buy off for you? Because my stuff got all wet. I'm trying to leave.
There's
you
know that cart. Yeah, she's got some.
I appreciate it, man. How much you want for it?
Oh, it's just a bag, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave, but I just wanted to put everything in my bag.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. She'll get you a bag.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Literally open right now.
I'm trying to like tell people.
Yeah,
but,
no.
You know what?
Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm busy. Okay, yeah, she'll help you.
Because they'll come in your store.
Got you.
So it's prevention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep, cool,
so that they don't, you don't become victims.
Yeah.
We're victims.
Yep.
I don't want you to be a victim. Thank you so much. Be careful.
Yeah. It's just like,
Anyway,
but whatever. But so I goes, oh, so how can I help you? She goes, oh, I got this golf bag caddy that the brakes don't work on it, and it looks like it's a same kind of brake on my bike. So I look at it, and sure enough, it was. So I said, okay, yeah, it uses a brake cable, $15. And I look at it, and go, oh yeah, so I got to route the cable here like that, charge you $25. So it was easy, brake cable and then the mount, all that. But most bike shop be like, yeah, man, sorry. And I guarantee you, most BMX shop would be like, yeah, I'm not touching that, and don't even bother looking at it. Don't even bother blinking at it. But I made $25 off of labor, and then my margin on the brake cable, because it was just a regular bike cable. Easy. That has nothing to do with a bicycle. And we looked at it and go, cool, done.
And there's a very good possibility that lady or someone she knows is going to end up coming back another time, and something may come of it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm going to move this because I think I'm done with that. And but yeah, it's just like it's money that is going to pay the bills.
Yep.
Why not? Oh, you know what? I heard Phu's been working on a bunch of golf cart caddies, so therefore he's no longer a BMX shop. That's just dumb thinking. That's just foolish thinking.
Yeah.
And we would work anything that comes in. People they're asking for help. Just like that gentleman came in. He wanted a trash bag. What can I help you? And you know what he said? He goes, you want some money for this bag? See, so when people walk through that door, they want help. Try to see what you can help them with as a good human being. And then also see if you could help them, and you might get paid for it.
And those things translate into things that help you stay open as a BMX shop.
So I'm not going to mention name, but somebody came in here from another town, and they came in, they wanted me to build a wheel for them. And you ever seen those wheels where they twist the spokes?
Oh yeah.
So he wanted it done. I go, yeah, we could do that. And I go, damn, why are you coming so far? He goes, the shop near me didn't want to do it. But why? He didn't know how to do it, didn't want to do it. He goes, I'm pretty sure he just didn't want to do it. And I was like, what shop? And he told me, I go, wow, I know that shop. That guy's a hustler. He would totally do it. He goes, didn't want to do it. Didn't even want to take my part to look at it. Yeah, it's crazy. So he gave me the parts, and all he wanted us to do was do the labor. And then we have his box actually right here. We're gonna ship it tomorrow. Yeah, made $100. Made $100 building it, twisting the spokes. That's it. What? Why didn't the other shop do it? I have no idea why.
So, what is your answer to the question you asked me of if the online is the future and brick and mortar goes away?
So first of all, do I think that's going to be the future? Yes, because it's too easy. Everybody's like, hey, you know what? I could do it at my convenience. I could do it off my phone, and I still get to ride. I still get to be part of BMX. I don't have to worry about having a brick and mortar insurance. I don't have to worry. So I believe that will be the future. Shops like this, it's going to be very, very rare, and they're going to be struggling. So I believe that is the future. What I think should happen is, God, I'm going to get so much crap for this, is you're either in or you're out. And so if you're going to do online, then you got to do online. You got to actually own those parts. The whole drop shipping BS is BS, because you're basically you're an outside rep. You're an outside sales rep. That's all you are. And back in the days, if you are a mail order, you got to have a warehouse.
Yeah.
You got to buy all your stuff, warehouse it. We did it when we first opened. We did it, and we only took pictures of what we had. And so our website looked like crap. Now you go on everybody's website, and holy crap, they look like the Amazon of BMX. They have every single part, every color and spec. No, they don't. They do not, guys. Guys, they do not. They don't have a fraction of that. Okay, it's all you do is you order it. It goes to straight to this B2B site or whatever they call it, and it get processed. They don't even package it. Brent,
Yeah.
you could do it. Why aren't you doing it? Are you dumb? No? You could do it. So, but see, my point is anybody could do it.
Yeah.
So that's they're gonna do that. So to remedy that, the vendors, they're gonna have to figure something out. I don't know what to tell them. It's like they're gonna or am I telling them to cut everybody off that doesn't have a brick and mortar shop or doesn't own the item? Then I'll be screwing a bunch of people over, but something like that has to be done.
Yeah. It's tough right now.
For me, I can't just have a shop with nothing in there. Somebody come in and I'll be like, oh, here's a picture of it. Here's a video of a guy riding that same bike. You want it? Cool. Give me your money. I'm going to run down the street. I'm going to get it for you.
Yeah.
And it can't work that way. So online is the same thing. And then you know what sucks is people come in here and they're like, hey, this kid I have here, or hey, I'm checking this bike out. Look at it. They ride it. And they're like, hey, could I do this and this to the bike? Yes. They're like, cool, thanks. They just dip. You know what they did?
They went and bought it online.
They bought it online.
Yeah.
So are they smart for doing that? Yeah. I guarantee a lot of comments gonna be like, yeah, they're smart. Okay, cool. So this place is gonna go out of business. Where are you gonna go and do that?
Yeah, that was.
So that's very selfish. That's a very selfish one direction, way of doing it.
Yeah, that was a point I made in a video that I just posted about complete bikes and whatnot, is that when you buy it from the bike shop, you get the support from the bike shop, where that person who comes in and looks at that bike then goes and buys it online. If they bring that bike to you and you remember that situation, you're not going to help them the way you would if they bought it. I'm saying like not for the way you would if they had bought it from you. Like if they buy a bike from you and they bring it in and it has a problem, you're more likely to be like, oh yeah, let me fix that for you real quick versus.
Well, actually you made a good point. And you know what? I would actually help them and try to earn that love from them. Try to make them feel guilty that, wow, this guy went out above and beyond, and hope that they feel that guilt and they'll come back. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But that adds on to what you say about what should you do to keep your door open. And sometimes you just got to bite that bullet.
Yeah.
So I do it. People come in and they're like, hey, I bought this online. And you're like, ouch. Okay, how can I help you? They're like this, like this. I'll look at it, go, okay, well, it's like this, like this. And they're like, well, could you fix it? And I'm like, yeah, write them up. And they're like, okay, cool. They made some money. There are actually people, okay? There are actually people that, oh, I bought this online. Could you have a quick look over? And I'm writing up a bill, and they're like, wait, you're going to charge me? Yeah. Just to look it over? Yeah. They think that door is open and like it's free service. I mean, man, even if you go into a church, you still got to donate to a church.
Yeah.
So there are people that do that, but no, I do still help some of those people. But,
yeah, I was more of meaning like if someone buys a bike from you and then there's something that goes wrong with it that you can fix real quick that you would do for like free, versus you're not going to do something for free for the person who bought it online and then brings it in later.
If it's small enough, yes, I will bite that bullet and do it.
That's awesome of you.
Well, I'm doing it out of hopes.
Yeah.
That I could earn your love.
Yep.
But while I'm doing it, I'm hating it,
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that we start doing around COVID time, because of that COVID craze, was everybody was coming in and asking for like price matching. So we decide we're going to price match. But if we price match, we're going to sell you that exact item, meaning it's going to come in a box. And people are like, wait, what? I go, well, because you're showing me a bike for 500. So I can't price match it because that bike right there costs a little bit more because I assembled it. I give you free lifetime maintenance on it. I do this and that. So if I'm going to price match it, sell you same price, I got to give you the same item, correct? Yes. So I'm going to give it to you in a box like it would be at mail order. So some people kind of like, oh, okay. So I go, so it wouldn't be price matching if I give you a bike that's all built and done.
Yep.
So some people go, cool, I'll buy it in the box. And guess what? They'll bring it back. I go, no, you're going to have to call the manufacturer because that's what you have to do when you buy online. Anything's missing, you got to call a manufacturer. Because the online place is not, they're done with you. They're one and done. So if you crack that thing open, anything wrong, you're going to have to contact Fit, you're going to contact Colt. And if people are like, wait, so I bought it from you. I go, but if you bought it online, what are you going to do? You're going to go and have an argument with the shopping cart? Because that's the salesman. Your shopping cart's the salesman. And then people start kind of like tripping. They're like, oh, I'm like, but that's price matching. So I'm actually not price matching if I'm going to give you the same price and give you the same bike because you're actually getting a better deal. So we start doing that, and some people get it, and some people buy, and some people don't. But some people buy the bike, and guess what? They come back. Sure enough, there's problems.
Yeah.
But people don't care. People only care when it applies to them.
Right.
So if they're saving the money for themselves, cool. If they duke you, cool. If they played you, cool. But when you play them, they don't like it. So I had a kid came in. He go, you price match? And I go, yeah, I look at it. And I go, oh. It so happened it was a bike that we've been trying to get rid of. So we actually marked it down even more. Okay? So it was lower than the price that he wanted us to match. So I go, oh, okay, let me go and adjust the price. And I made sure he saw the bike price on the tag was lower. And he goes, oh, wait, it's cheaper. I go, no, I'm price matching. So I got to move the price up. And he goes, wait. I go, wait, but you want a price match? He goes, no, but I'd rather take that. I go, so you rather take it when it's lower, but you don't, but when the price higher, you want me to lower the price to match it. But when it's, but when the price itself is lower, you don't want me to raise the price to match it. You see? They just want it for themselves. People are jacked up. They're selfish. Like if you came in, you asked me, how much is that handlebar? And I said, oh, it's $90. And they're like, $90? Online, it's only like $80. But if you go and tell them, oh, it's $60, they're not going to say nothing to you. Right. They're going to go out and they're going to go, oh, that shop's an idiot. He doesn't know that he told me the wrong price. But if I didn't tell you the wrong price, and that guy, he's a scam artist. He just ripped me off. That's the way society is. Mm-hmm. So look at where we are. People want to do the easiest thing that benefits them and them only. They don't look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So I know I'm kind of straying off of it, but you kind of still see my point.
Yeah, it all is related.
Yeah. So online, everybody's going to start selling online. You know, we have a shop. Again, I won't mention a name. People are always like, oh, he's never there. But he does really good online. He has an online and he sells on eBay. He does really good. And, you know, I know because I'll ask my rep. My rep says, oh, yeah, he buys a bunch of stuff like this. He's never at a shop. So then, like, he only have that little tiny shop so he could open accounts. And then whenever he wants to go there and decide he's going to open. That's BS. You're going to do it right, man. You know, so it's too easy. Believe me, I've asked myself that plenty of time. You know, when are you going to do it? When are you going to just screw this pride thing and just do it? So I believe it's going to be the future.
I feel like I've had this thought experiment before, just talking about bike shops in general. What would happen if all bike shops just went away and it was only online? Sorry, people, bear with me. But I think if all bike shops went away tomorrow, a lot of them would stay gone. But I think, and maybe all of the current ones that went away would stay gone, but I think new ones would pop up in areas where they're like more populated and a lot more people riding bikes or whatever, because people are also lazy and don't want to work on their bikes, don't know how to work on them. They do want to go into somewhere physical. So that I think it's like a cycle where things are going to go away and then people will realize why they were important. And then some might come back, most won't, but I think some will.
So I think you're I think you're absolutely right. But this is what's going to happen. People are going to all the shop close, and then the new cycle comes in. And then once they come in, they realize all the BS, all the people coming in, touching and feeling all the parts and going online buying it. People trying to lowball them and this, that, and then they're going to go, why am I putting up with this? Why am I putting up with this? My online sales is bringing in money. I don't have to pay for this. And then they'll cut out. They'll cut out. That's why we've been here for so long. And that's why there hasn't been another shop that pops up that has been here so long. Albie's been there for a long time because they've been there. Mm-hmm. You know, Empire, you know, same thing. They've been there. They've been doing it. But all the new shops after, like we opened, like around, you know, the 2010, 2015-ish, after we already opened, none of them last. They'll open 3, 4, 5 years and they'll shut down. Because why? Because one, it is hard work to owning a shop. You know, I don't care what you're at. You could be at the beach, you could be at the trails, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta jam, guys. Sessions popping up, I gotta go. You gotta do it. And then you're sitting at the shop all day and you're looking at your phone, people are having fun. You've only got 1 or 2 customers because it's a slow day. Eventually that's gonna take a toll, and you're like, you know what, screw that. And then they're gonna close down. They're not gonna stick to it long. But I think you're right. But where you're gonna see is the longevity. They're not gonna stay long.
Yeah, it'll take that happening on repeat until someone like you is the person who starts it, and they do end up deciding.
A retard. A retard. I must be retarded. I don't know. I guess I'm just stupid.
I think that's what you would label someone who just loves what it is more than they love what they get from it.
I guess. I mean, I do love BMX. I got the shins to prove it. You know, you see my kids, you know, I do love it. I constantly tinker with them. I constantly try to sit there and play around with different design. But like I said, I mean, maybe I'm not really looking in the mirror myself, and I should, and maybe I'm just a retard, and I should do, you know, what those guys are doing, because what I'm doing is just dumb. You know, any businessman would be like, you're dumb. You know, you're wasting resource. Just do this, it's more profitable. Any businessman would say that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said earlier, it's a community and those aspects. I'm sure if we sit here and think about it, there's other aspects of it that you love that you wouldn't be able to, like, you wouldn't be stoked if that went away.
No, I won't. I actually do enjoy opening the shop every day, bringing the bikes outside. You know, I really, really do enjoy that. I don't know how to express it to you, but maybe I'm just delusional and I'm just lying to myself, you know, that this is foolish, because I'm watching everybody else do it. They get to go play, they get to go have fun, and they're still making the money. So why am I here? Maybe I'm not seeing it right. But it's a whole collective, infestation of that cancer, because one person needs to stop it from happening. If you want to put stuff online, you could only put stuff online that you have.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe special order, but this drop ship stuff is making it too easy to make money. Is making it too easy to make money, too easy to own your own. You're not.
Are there really that many people out there and that many shops doing the drop ship thing? Like,
yeah. Yep.
I guess I just only see like the big ones.
Yep, they're doing it. And then here's the thing. Well, see, that's the thing. The big guy's doing it. And then the little guy's like, wait, I can do that, and start doing it. And that's why the big guys start hurting. You know, like I don't know. I this is just my assumption from what I observed, but I believe that's what killed Dance Comp. Was everybody saw that they could do it that way, went and did it, and chip away from that leg. And then Dance couldn't compete with them anymore. And then one person started doing a promo code. Another person started doing free shipping. Next thing you know, you're making pennies.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? The whole ship sank.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Somebody came back up and go, I'm going to give this a go at it. And then everybody else go, oh shit, he's back. Let's do it again. And then it's a cycle. It's been proven it does not work. You don't make money, because if it does, why are all these guys keep hurting? You know, like for example, Source. Okay, great people. I understand their motive. You know, they're pushing Battle of Hastings, doing all the support, but you do know this is their second round, right?
What do you mean?
Meaning the original Source a couple of years ago is not the same Source it is now.
Oh,
you do know that, right?
I think I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, Source now I think it's called Source Bike Park or something like that now, and the original one was Source Bikes. So they had to file bankruptcy, and then they came back and said, okay, well, we're gonna restructure. We're gonna do this. Well, I already knew the way they did it before was just almost a carbon copy of Dance Comp with a little bit of a twist. Okay, they go, okay, you know what? We know what Dance Comp did. We're gonna not do that, and we're gonna kill it. It didn't work, and this by no means am I slamming on Source. I get Source. The two brothers. God damn it. I shouldn't have even mentioned it, because now the people are like, oh, I'm not. I'm just making a point that it's been done, it failed. And it's been done again, and it failed. It does not work in that recipe.
Yeah.
So it's not going to work. But all these little guys are like, you know what? I'm doing that in my bedroom. So I have smaller overhead, so I could do it. And you know what? I don't need 10,000 a month. All I need is like a couple thousand. Buy myself some beers, some food, and refresh my bike, and I'm good. But multiply that guy with hundreds of others, and it becomes a big cancer.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were that many people doing that.
Yeah, and I don't know, you know, but I just don't do BMX. I have friends that do other business, and I dabble in other business. It's all like that. The car stereo, the car aftermarket, the fishing. We do a lot of fishing. We do a lot of spear fishing and diving. Same thing. There's a lot of drop shipping. Drop shipping is everything. You could go right now and do a BMX online store, and your next screen could be a purse online store selling women's purse, and it could be drop ship. You could have like 3 or 4 of those screens selling everything different, drop shipping.
Yeah.
You didn't know that? I
knew that like people could do drop shipping for all kinds of things. I didn't know there were that many people in BMX doing it.
Yeah. Yep. It's they're selling stuff that they don't have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Go on to any site. Just pick one. Pick a shop. .com them up and look at their website. You're gonna tell me they have all that? You're gonna tell me they have a warehouse with all those parts? No, they don't. They're just there. People buy it. It's drop ship.
Yeah. So, let's get back to some more things that you do to keep your Epic open that is going to keep you around moving forward.
Another thing I do, and I know my people real close to me, they know it. So you get an exclusive, Brent, is I'll keep my eye out on certain bike sales. And I wheel and deal, and I'll buy those bikes, and I'll take them apart, and I'll sell the parts. I don't sell the whole bike. You know, I'll sell you a wheel set. So if you, I forgot, oh my God, what Alfredo had an interview and he mentioned it. So when Alfredo Mancuso was working with me, we went and did that to a couple of companies, and he was my eBay guy. And we would sell wheel sets from different brands, and other shops would be calling up these brands and going, hey, like, why are they, where did they get those wheels? We want to buy those wheels. Like, oh no, they took them off of Complete Bikes. Oh, where did they get that stem? I didn't know you guys offer that stem. Oh no, they took that off Complete Bikes. So we would go and we would buy these bikes on closeout, and we would tear them down, bearings and everything.
Yeah.
We packaged them up and we would sell it. So this is prior to Mission, Rant, you know, all these price point wheels where you could buy for $200. We were doing that way back then. We were selling like OEM stock wheels for $150.
Right.
The bike itself, we bought it for $150. But then we got OEM cranks. We got the cheap steel stamp sprocket. We'll sell that for $10.
Right.
So that's another way. You just have to think outside the box. You can't just go, oh, this is on sale. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna build it up, and I'm gonna mark it up that the 44% margin. No, nobody said you could do this. We had one of my rep call me and said we had a shop calling, complaining, and saying, why are we allowing you guys to tear down bikes? And some shops say, oh, we didn't know we could do that. So, hey, you bought it. You do whatever you want.
Right.
You bought those bikes. You build it. If you build up the bike, make sure the bike's right so people don't sue you and die. But nobody say, well, you can't pull it apart. And they're like, oh, what? Come on, people. You know? You know, you could do that. You go to a car dealership. A car dealership would take a car and pimp that car out. And they would sell that. So, but that's one thing we do. We just go the extra mile. Like, let's say we've got parents coming in and they're like, oh, we're just looking today because we're driving a little car. We're like, oh, you know what? We have a big shop van. If you buy it, we'll go and drop it off free of charge.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, wow. Okay. I guess we can buy a bike today. You just have to go through all that.
Right.
And a lot of people, they don't want to. They're like, hey, I'm a bike shop. You buy it or not. You ride out of here or not. We're not going. What? Like, why? You know, if you go into a restaurant and you want your food to be more spicy, they're like, cool, I'll put more spice on it. They're like, hey, you take it as it is.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, I used to not, I've always understood why Cult did all of the random like objects that the logo would get put on and then sold.
Robbie has it figured out.
That's genius. Has it
figured out. Yes. Why do you think like I would not have my son ride for any brand? You know what? You know, I'll tell Max, anytime you go on any of these trips, you make sure you're like right next to Robbie.
Yeah, learn everything you can.
Learn everything because he's the man. He is the man. I don't care what people. I love it when I hear people slander him and talk trash. Bro, he's the one killing it. You're not. Oh, yeah, but it's so corny. Hey, man, you know.
It's keeping him here.
Bring it to somebody else.
And that's the thing of like when you hear people talking about how like corny something is or dumb that someone's doing something, and then you find out that those people are ended up going away because they weren't willing to do what they had to. Like, you let your pride get in the way of you keeping on doing what you love.
Yep.
Happens in shops, happens as riders, happens as company owners, happens as everything in life.
You know, I've done it so many times where people are like, oh, you know, he just doesn't like this seat. I said, we could change it.
Yeah.
We could change it. Oh, you can? Oh, cool. Oh, you know, man, you know, like, like you guys don't have any of this color. We're like, yeah, unfortunately we don't. But you know, actually we have this powder coated guy we know. Let me call them, see how much you charge, and we can maybe give you a discount or something to work with, and we'll do it. We would do it within reasons to accommodate for that, not just to make the sales, but just to accommodate for the customer's needs.
Yeah.
You know, and people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. And I don't understand. You know, my family owns a restaurant in the past. And if people want more ice, you give them more ice. They want it more like hotter, colder. They want it toasted to a burnt crisp. Yeah, that's what I'll do it. So why can't you apply that to a bicycle shop or a skate shop or a surf shop? I don't care what shop.
At least like understand, like you have to, it just blows my mind that that attitude can exist. And then like those places can face closing and it's still just like, yep, we're going to keep on with this same attitude, even though we know that it's killing us.
Yes. Like we have tools out here where, oh, do you guys cut bars? Yes.
Yep.
You guys cut fork? Yes. Hey, could you guys do this? Yes. Hey, you know, this frame going, oh, wow, that frame, it looks like the dropouts pinch. We'll go out there with a file. We go out there with a grinder. We would do it because one is that's our job. Mm-hmm. Our job is to fix your bike. Two is we want to do it because we want to show you like, hey, we got you.
Right.
But if you're like, no, I can't, and then they're gonna go somewhere else. No, I can't. And then when they get to a place that they say they can, guess what? They're never gonna come back to those other guys.
No, when you say you can, and someone has been told that they know so many times, the person that says they can instantly makes a customer for life for when they need something.
And you know what? For all the guys listening, they're not asking for perfection. They're just asking for you to try.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And you could try, and then it will kind of work, and the customer will be like, "Dude, it's working. I'm good. I don't care for it to work perfect. Thank you so much." That's it.
Yeah.
I had my college professor in one of my marketing class. He says, customers, when they come to you, they come to you with a problem, and it's your job to solve it.
Yep.
Anybody that walks through the door, they got a problem. And then somebody smart ass said, okay, well, they come in, they're just looking around, they don't buy anything. Yeah, they got a problem. They're bored. That's why they're going in there. They're bored. You know? And if you're savvy, you're good as like Ethan Courier, Ethan will get a quadriplegic man buying a bike. Okay? Yeah, you know?
That's awesome.
They're like, yeah, you come in, you're just looking, man, he'll get you walking out with 2 frames.
That's awesome.
You know, and that's the thing. It's like if they're walking in, you have an opportunity.
Yeah, and you're building relationships with these people at the exact same time. And enough people being told no in your community spreads to enough. If enough of those people say no, then there can be very few people left to keep it going.
Here's another story. I had so I live in the Vietnamese community in Westminster called Little Saigon. Okay. If you come here, I'm gonna take you around. California is so fun, you'll probably move. But hey, you know what? Summer, my house is a summer house. Like REA, Shuma, Taka, Summer, they all come here and they stay with us. And they stay here for the whole summer. There's reasons, because it's fun and we're fun. But I got this Vietnamese lady walk in with a walker, and it has handbrakes. She didn't know what's wrong with it. I fixed it, and she goes, "Oh, you know, thank God, you know, like all these other bike shop, they can't speak Vietnamese. So it's so good. So I start helping her, and then next thing you know, another person comes, said, "Oh, so and so told me to come here," and then now that so and so, all those business now are all bicycles.
Yep.
They're bringing the bicycle. They go, "Oh, I heard this place is Vietnamese owned, and you can speak to us in Vietnamese." What started out as a walker Now, some people are going to be like, oh, great. So basically, Phu's telling me I got to go learn Vietnamese. That's not the point. The point is it started out as a walker. And because I helped her and I did that, she went and told other people that, hey, this guy's really nice, which it's a lie. I'm not nice. I just like to work. But yeah, it blossomed out to something where now I got like a slew of Vietnamese people coming in, I'm working on their bicycles.
Yeah.
And none of them ride BMX. None of them do. So you just got to take it when they walk through that door, take your time and see what can I help you with.
Right.
Okay. Don't be judgmental to what it is. Look at it. And you know what? It might be, you might have a tool, your bicycle tool that would go and fix it. And they're like, oh, sick. And you're going to get paid.
Yeah.
And they might come back and they might tell somebody else. It gets you nowhere by just saying no.
It honestly highlights a core problem that we have in the BMX industry of people being so caught up in their egos and their pride that they're not willing to look outside of a box, so much so that they suffocate themselves, and they're so caught up in that they'd rather do that and go and get a real job one day than just do some things that might be outside of their box to keep doing what they're.
It's that damn word, core.
Mm-hmm.
It's not core. It's not core. It's like, wait, so you're gonna tell me I spend most of my time working on road bike by my bike shop, therefore I'm not core? Like I can't stand that.
Imagine for a second that something that could possibly be more core than working on a road bike in a BMX shop so you can keep being a BMX shop.
Yes.
What could be more core than that?
So I guess me and you are both retarded because we're the only one that believe that. And everybody else not just shaking their head saying, no, that's not core.
You know what's funny about that and what you just said is that most normal people who just are the guys who just go and ride their bikes for fun, they're BMX riders who aren't involved with the BMX industry. Yeah. Most of those guys understand what we're talking about. Yeah. It's people within the industry who don't.
Yeah. Yep. They're just damning themselves. They're just damning themselves. We so with this new trend of big wheelie bikes.
Yeah.
So we have those guys coming in, and we had this guy said that what we're doing with these BMX bike, it's the old stuff. He said, you guys are out of date. You guys gotta get with the time. The real BMX. We're like, oh, the real. And then, mind you, this guy's telling me with Ethan standing next to me.
Yeah.
Okay. And Ethan goes, so what do you suggest? So I suggest you start getting more of these big bikes in and going to these wheelie things, because that is now the standard. We're like, oh, okay. So yeah, this stuff you're doing right here, this is all played out. This is the core now. This guy's telling Ethan Courier big bikes doing wheelie is the core in his perspective.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, yeah, the word core, it's such a BS word.
It just blows my mind that people could be in that place and he could say that and not at the same time think maybe it could be both. And then you make even more money because you're not only selling to these new people, you're selling to the people that you currently do too.
Well, keep in mind, Brent. I know you know your BMX knowledge. Back in the 80s, the 90s, if you ride BMX, you also race mountain bike. You also, do different mountain bike skills. You do road bike. You do so many BMX. You do so many bicycle activities, not just BMX. You race once. You race at one season. Then you go to the freestyle thing where you're dirt jumping. Then you go. You see the same guy doing dual slalom race, another guy doing downhill. That was the same BMX core guys. But now Now, fast forward to now, if let's say Max was to go and get on a downhill bike and start doing that, all of a sudden, oh, he's jumping the boat. He's jumping off board and going on to riding downhill.
Betraying BMX.
Yeah. So nowadays, to be core, you eat, sleep, and you have the word BMX tattoo on your forehead. That's core.
Mm-hmm.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb, dude. I grew up in a time where pulling out a magazine and you could see Todd Lyons on a mountain bike. You could see Chris Moeller on a mountain bike. You see those pictures in a BMX magazine, and it's cool. It's rad. Now, people will be like, what the hell is this? What is this? Is this a joke? No, it's a bicycle. It's just like your BMX bike, but except it's just a different shape.
And it's the same fun.
Yeah, it's the same fun. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I always told people. BMX is not a bike. BMX is more of what you do on a bike. That's what I've always told people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's like the end all point that gets brought up when people ask the question of like, what is BMX? Like when people bring it up in the racing world of like, is BMX only a 20-inch or is it the 24-inch cruiser and whatever? And the person who finally brings up like, it's about what you're doing on the bike more than the bike itself.
Yeah. Go get yourself a beach cruiser and start riding it, jumping, doing tricks on it. You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, dude, I saw this guy riding a beach cruiser and he's riding that thing like a BMX bike.
Yep.
It's the action of doing something on a bicycle that is the BMX aspect of it.
Yep.
So when people go, oh, the 29-inch is not a BMX. It is a BMX because you're doing wheelies, you're doing bar spins, you're jumping down stairs. It's just a bigger, gigantic BMX bike, but it is in a sense a BMX. And they're like, oh no, that's not a BMX. Okay, then go get yourself a mountain bike and start riding it, doing BMX tricks. They're like, dude, why are you doing BMX tricks on a mountain bike? Why don't you just get a BMX bike? So what is that? A 20-inch? So if I do all these tricks on a 24-inch, that wouldn't be a BMX? No, whoa, 24 is fine. Okay, so then you said 20-inch. Now you change it to a 24. No, BMX is an action of what you do. It's a physical thing of what you do on a bike.
Yeah,
that is BMX.
I wholeheartedly
People need to understand that.
Yeah, I agree fully, and I think one of the best things for that mindset of what you're saying right now is probably this MT BMX thing that Dennis is doing, where he's taking that bike out there and riding it like a BMX bike and finding what more is possible on top of what he was already doing on a BMX bike.
Well, I mean, don't forget about Dylan Stark.
Oh, Dylan Stark for sure. Yeah.
The guy's crank arming on a mountain bike. He's crank arming on a mountain bike.
Jumping off the roof at El Toro. Like
so I mean, yes, you're jumping out, you're doing the drop, okay, but dude, you're crank arm grinding a mountain bike.
Yeah.
People will be like, what the hell are you doing? No, he's having fun. He's looking at the bike and he goes, oh, I could do that on my 20-inch BMX bike. I could probably do that on this.
Yeah.
Yes. It's there are people out there that hates that shit, which is crazy. And they're the one that said they're core. No, dude, you can't get more core than Dylan. What Dennis is doing. He's going to go. He rides mountain bike one moment. He rides a BMX moment. He's setting up ramps, doing all that. Dude, he is doing BMX all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's something that someone said to me at one point that sticks with me in these conversations about core. So imagine being so core that you're willing to go out of business to look a certain way to people who don't even buy anything from you in the first place.
Yeah, Brad, you are a BMX poser because you are not core.
I guess I am.
You're not core.
I'm not core.
You're not core, you know?
Yeah.
No, because you don't think like a core rider.
I'm not real. I know.
Yeah. So no, it is just dumb. And I cannot stand that stuff where you remember the fixed gear movement?
Yeah.
So once the fixed gear movement went and then they start getting into that freestyle, so we had tires. We had some frames here. We actually had a signature frame. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that existed, but okay.
Volume. I'm good friends with Law, so we start selling the volume cutter fixed gear frame, and we put it on online and eBay and in the store, and then it started moving, Next thing we didn't even know. Law hit us up and go, dude, you guys sold so many of those frames. You guys sold more than the European country.
Wow.
Like worldwide. We didn't know. So he goes, we want to do something special. We want to give you a Epic edition. So back then, me and Alfredo was here, and we were like big Lakers fan before LeBron jumped on. Once LeBron jumped on, I wasn't a fan anymore. Sorry, guys. But it was so cool because we decided right away, both me and Al say, we're going to do purple. So it came out as the Laker purple. Brian Castillo made the logo look like the Lakers. And it was so rad. The Laker, when it dropped, the Laker won 2 weeks after that. So we're like, oh my God, you know? But point of my story is people start going, oh, Epic starting to do more fixed gear. What's happening? They're losing their core, essence. What are you talking about, dude? We still ride BMX. We still sell it. Just people come in here and they go, hey, do you carry smaller bars? Because I want to put on my fixed gear. Let me find out what I can do for you. Oh, S&M has cruiser bars.
Yeah.
So they start using it. The kids are coming in and going, hey, I want to be able to do bar spin on my fixed gear. What are some advice? And we're like, oh, you know what? Maybe you could get a fork, one of these 26-inch forks, and put it on to help. So we start doing that. And so they start telling their friends, they come here and they're asking us, so we're going to start carrying more variety of it. We start carrying the rim because they want us to build it. Well, we're going to say, no, we're core. Get out of here. We start carrying fixed gear hubs. No, sorry, man, we're core. We can't do that. We can't take your money. No, that period of time got us through that period of time with mainly fixed gear.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm still here. So that's not core? What, I'm a sellout? It's just foolish thinking. It's foolish thinking, dude. It's not selling out. It's adapting.
I want every person who has that mentality to just run a small business in a local town for any amount of time.
Do you ever watch MMA?
Yeah.
Okay. You watch this weekend where they're fighting and then all of a sudden the crowds are booing?
Are you talking about Bo?
Any of them. Anytime a fighter start fighting, then they go and then the crowds are booing.
Yeah.
The people that are booing never fought, never had a fight in their life.
Right.
They never had even a thumb wrestling match.
Yep.
That's why they don't understand what's going on. All they want to do is they want to see two dudes stand there beating the living crap out of them to bloody gore. That's why they're booing.
Yep.
Anybody that's ever fought and understand, they're not booing. So, like what you said, the people that are talking about this core BS and don't want to you've never owned a business and you never will, but you will go and talk a lot about how business should be run.
It's funny that you're saying that because I haven't owned a business, but I'm talking about this stuff. I feel like
you're not saying how I should. You're asking me like what is needed to be done.
Yeah.
You're not instructing me to do it.
I guess I am here to learn from you. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference. The question you ask, and I do watch your channel. The question you ask, you're not telling people what to do. You are merely going, what should be done? You're not saying, hey, you got to do this. You should do this. You're saying what should be done. What can we do? That's different. That's totally different. So what I'm telling you is because I have that experience.
Yeah.
You know, I love it where people like are telling me how to raise kids and they don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like what, like, oh yeah. So there was one time I lied to somebody and they go, well, dude, you got kids? I'm like, I have no kids. They're like, so what are you to say? How are you to say if you have no kids? What experience? I go, I'm just using from my observation. And they're like, yeah, dude, your observation is stupid. It's like this. And then somebody goes, actually, he's lying to you, dude. He has 3 grown kids. And the guy goes, wait, I thought you just told me you didn't have kids. I go, no, I just want to see your reaction.
Yeah.
I just want to see your reaction to that. You know, the fact that I have kids, all of a sudden your demeanor change. You know, so I own a business. I'm telling you this. I could tell by the way you talk and the way you ask question. You've never owned one. You've never done it. And so that's why I could tell you're asking instead of ordering.
Yeah.
Instead of instructing somebody to do it. You got all these internet people that go on, and I don't know. I don't know if you watch any of my YouTube, but I'll always say it. I'm on here to help you people.
Yeah.
And anybody that chimes in and said, this is stupid, this is done wrong, okay, explain what should be done right. Because I don't know everything. And I might be doing it wrong, or there might be a better way. So instead of commenting in, say, hey, you know what, you're doing it wrong, and leave it like that, well, what's the point? Hey, you know what? You should try to do it like this, like this, like this. Thank you very much.
And now everyone's better.
But see, most of the people don't do that. They just want to give their 2 cents and exit the room.
Yeah.
And then they walk out proud like they heard me. No, dude, you're dumb. You know?
I had a realization today after you had messaged me, and it was funny because I was thinking about how there's these people who've told me that I'm not pro and that I shouldn't talk about stuff because I'm not pro. And multiple people told me this stuff, and multiple people said this online. And it made me laugh a little bit to think that I have someone like you asking my thoughts on something specifically coming to me when I am not pro or I'm not in the industry and all of this stuff. And I was like, it just made me laugh a little bit because I'm like, damn, this guy just wanted to talk to me about this thing. And then there's these other people who are like, no, you shouldn't even talk about this.
Do you know why? Do you know why you're one of the person that I hit up? It's because you have interviewed a bunch of people.
Yeah.
You have talked to a bunch of people. You have insights and have heard people talk about their experience. So you have been through all that. So you have so much information about those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Insights in those kind of stuff. So that's why I want to hear it from you. I'm not going to go and I'm not going to ask a guy that has owned a business that's never been in a shop. You know, he only does online. He's never owned a physical shop. And that guy's going to tell me how to decorate the inside of my shop.
Yeah, right.
You know, but you have talked to so many people. You have talked to so many people on offline. So you have a collective amount of knowledge about certain opinions.
Mm.
So I wanted to know. That's why I hit you up.
Yeah.
I hit up, of course, Alfredo because he's owned a business. So I'm not gonna go, and I didn't even ask Max because what he knows more, but he's too young.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna ask him. You know, I'm waiting for Robbie to get back, and I'm gonna sit down and ask him because why? He's done it all. So I'm not gonna go ask. You know, let's say Ethan. Ethan's a great salesman. He's a great worker. But he doesn't have enough of knowledge enough to ask that.
Mm.
He could entertain it. He could entertain the discussion.
Yeah, absolutely.
But a lot of stuff he's gonna say, I'm listening, but it's not gonna be that serious. But you have like having us going asking, let's say, Fudger, because Fudger's interview a bunch of people and see what his take on it. That's wise. I'm not gonna go and talk to somebody that's only interviewed like 2 or 3 people.
Right.
Doesn't even leave his house. All he does is call people and doing it. No, you gotta factor all that in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I pick you because you, I believe you have a lot of like insights after talking to so many people. That's why I chose you.
Well, I appreciate that. And I mean, ultimately it feels like our conversation, even talking about like the BMX industry and people within it and all of this stuff, comes down to like just being open-minded, pretty much.
Well, I don't know how to say it because it's so easy, but look, guys, the way I keep this place open, you just have to work. It's just work. It's just work. It has nothing to do with being core. It has nothing to do with being cool. It has nothing to do with being pro. You just have to work. That's it. Open when you're supposed to open. Don't be lazy. People walk in the door, greet them whether you have a good day, bad day, whether they're on a BMX bike or not. That's all it is. It's no secret. You know, and if you don't understand that, then you should not be in a business. That's it. It's right. It's simple. You have this channel, your channel grows, but not because you only want to do videos whenever the hell you want. You're consistent. That's your job. You're consistent with it. My job isn't YouTube. That's why the YouTube that I do with Alf is inconsistent.
Yeah.
Because that's not my job. I'm just doing that for fun. If it's my job, then we will launch every day that we said we're going to do it on time, every time. Because that's my job.
Yep.
This is Brent Moore's job. So that's why you do it on time, every time. That's all it is. It's not a secret.
Right. Yeah. You got to put in the work. You got to do it. You got to show up.
Yeah. Anybody out there, you want to do YouTube, you want to get big, you want to get millions, guess what? Have a structure and follow it. Follow it and do it on time, every time. And I guarantee you it will grow. I don't know how fast, but it will grow.
Right.
Same thing with the shop. You want your shop to stay in business and make money, okay? Then you got to welcome everybody that goes through that is asking for help. No, it's not a secret. Get rid of this core BS, dude. It's so dumb.
It really, like the way you said it before you went into all of that, you're like, I don't know how to say it because it's so easy. It really can be stated and boiled down that simply. Just do the work.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me that every day somebody come in with a beach cruiser and they want to buy BMX handlebar and put on there. You're gonna say no because you don't because you only sell them to core people. That guy's not core. Sell it to him. It's just you're selling him a BMX brand. You know, you're selling him BMX stuff. Like he wants to put it on whatever the hell he wants. Get rid of that mindset. It's dumb.
That's and something as insignificant as putting BMX bars on a beach cruiser could lead to the next like thing. It could happen. It probably won't, but it could.
Bro, you're gonna watch that guy ride down the street, and you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna bunny hop up the curb because his bar's higher. You're like, oh, damn, that's sick. He just bunny hop. Guess what? That's a BMX move.
Yep.
You're telling me that's not core because oh wow, I cannot believe Phu is saying a guy bunny hop on a beach cruiser core. It's a BMX move. I don't got a core gauge. You got a core gauge? Yeah, you got a core meter? You're gonna go to a jam and then just turn on your core meter? You're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna watch a BMX video and you're gonna turn on your little core meter? You know, that's how you're gonna rate it?
Sounds like someone needs to make a core reader, a core gauge, like a fake one, and take it to a jam or dress up as that as Halloween.
I remember when I first opened, I had this one shop. He's out of business. That's the funny thing. There you go. He said he was a core shop and he said he's a rider's own. And he was shitting on me saying, oh yeah, not like the guy up the street that's not rider's own. Well, I'm still in business and he's not. And wait, I do ride a BMX bike. I'm just not good. So therefore, yeah, I never claimed to be a rider's own, but I did ride BMX bike. I'll send you a BMX picture of me. I just wasn't good. Yeah. So I guess if you suck at BMX, and you only know how to do one trick, then you're not a rider.
I guess not, man. Sorry.
Sorry. There goes that core thing again.
Yeah.
There goes that core thing. You know, people always talking about, oh, it's rider's own, Bro, Odyssey's not rider's own.
Nope.
You know that?
Yeah, they're not. But
Volume's not rider's own. Primo's not rider's own.
There's so many.
You want to know something? Profile's not rider's own.
Yeah, it's a race car thing.
Hey, you know what? This is going to, somebody's going to burn my shop down. GT's not rider's own. The original GT is not rider's own.
I didn't know that.
Gary Turner was not a BMX racer or freestyler. Okay. Gary Turner was a race car builder. Okay. He had a son just like me. And he goes, I know how to weld up some race car. I'm going to weld up a badass bike for my son. And then everybody started hitting him up to weld this up. And comes GT bicycles. Okay. But it's not rider's own. So go out there and do your homework, people. Go out there and do homework and see how many race Gary Turner's done, how many comp he's done. Find me a BMX, find him on a BMX bike for me.
There's all these exceptions to this thing that we're talking about in this core thing. It was like, well, except that one. Who decides? That's what I want to know. Who decides which these exceptions are okay?
Okay. So whoever's gonna make that core meter, make an exception meter.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. DK is not a rider's own. What is it? Cooks is not a rider's own. All those are all crazy ass dad like me that went out and made a bike for their kid.
Yeah.
Okay. The only true rider's own. Now I don't know some of those really, really old brand, but Bob Hall's a rider. That's a rider's own.
Yep.
S&M, the longest running rider's own company. Okay. Somebody actually goes, no, it's Haro. I go, no, bro. Bob dipped out a long time ago.
Right.
He sold the company a long time ago. They're like, what? I'm like, man, what iceberg did you just,
yeah.
What did you defrost right next to the Encino Man? What is it? It's like, yeah, it's a long time ago. But riders own, there's so few. FBM, riders own. It would be pushing it, saying if Kink is even rider's own, because I'm not even sure how much Zach rides, but I know he rides.
Yeah.
Meaning he had a BMX bike, he pedals it. Okay, he was like me, wasn't that good, but he's a rider. Okay, but people think that the owner of Kink is some X game medalist and all that. No, it's just a dude that likes BMX. He wasn't that good. He just likes it.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's a lot of brands. These people, they think, go do your homework. So everybody's all about rider's own. I only support rider's own. Dude, get your head out of your ass.
Support what's good.
Yes. I have somebody come in and go, yeah, dude, like I want to build all American made bike. I go, you're gonna be out of luck, bro.
Yeah, you're not gonna have tires. Sorry.
And he's like, yeah, S&M. I go, okay, well, S&M tires not US. S&M grips. Oh, grips is S&M.
Pedals.
Seat is it? Their seat's not. Their seat post is not.
Pedals.
Their inner tube is not. And then guess what they said? That exception thing. They're like, well, now you're like nitpicking. No, you said it.
Rims.
I want to build a bike that was all US made.
You're not going to have rims. You're not going to be able to even pedal it because you're not going to have pedals, tires, brake.
Cool. You want to support the US economy. You want to support the thing. If that's the case, more power to you.
Right.
But if you want to build it because you think you're going to show up to a jam and they're like, oh my God, this guy's all US made stuff. We're putting him on the cover. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Oh my God, that guy just won first place. Oh, but he's riding a bike that's not rider's own. Kick him off that podium.
I have a new one that I think is even more important, or more not important, more prestigious than rider owned. I like rider funded. Someone who's never had to have outside funding. Mm-hmm. That's one that's even more small of a group.
Yep. It's I hear that stuff, especially in California, all the time. These excuses. Dude, you like the bike, just ride it.
Yeah.
You like it, just do it. People come to me and go, "Hey, dude, is it sacrilegious?" Man, that is a deep word. I'm like, wow. I let me sit down. Let me sit down. Go ahead. Is it sacrilegious for me to put different brand on a different on a different frame? I'm like, that's not where do you get that that's sacrilegious? That's perfectly okay. People do that all the time. So, oh, so it's not frowned upon? In what world are you living in that's frowned upon? And whoever's frowning on you, stop hanging out with that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is he frowning on you riding an S&M bar on a cold frame? Tell the guy, get the hell out of here.
Right.
But he asked me if it's sacrilegious.
But we want to go online and talk down to people who ride a certain way or do like these other insignificant little things when we should be talking down to the people with those attitudes. Yes. Like the people who are talking down on someone because of the bike they're riding. Talk down on that guy.
So there's one time Catfish corrected me because I said that a lot of the park riders, they're doing like amazing tricks, but they're only doing an isolated amount of tricks. And I said I don't feel like that is a good representation of BMX. And Catfish said any representation of BMX is good. And I go, okay, you're right. But I feel that it's not, because people are going to be misled thinking BMX is all about double whips and double flips and front flips. Mm. That's the point I told Catfish I'm trying to make, is that BMX is so much more. But because that discipline is more on TV and more mediated, more people are going to watch that, and they're just going to think that is BMX right there. When my point is, BMX is such a bigger bite than that.
Right.
So Catfish goes, okay, I understand it, but he did correct me and said any coverage on BMX is good. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. So yeah, it just. But a lot of people might think me and you are straying off the question. It is related. Is you want to be a core BMX shop, you're going to go out of business.
Plain and simple. Eventually, it's going to happen.
If you got that core attitude where, oh, I'm going to be, BMX. I'm going to, BMX is about, I need to get some tattoos and some this and that because I'm core. No, dude. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Core BMX is a very slippery slope. Okay. BMX is just BMX.
Yep.
If you're out there and you name your kid, after a BMX part, okay, that doesn't make you core. It's a little crazy, but that doesn't make you core. Okay. If I don't watch any BMX video, but I'm out there shredding on a BMX bike, that doesn't say anything. It's just, that guy's riding a BMX bike. That's it.
Yeah.
This whole core mentality is putting people out of business, putting people out of sponsorship, all that stuff.
Giving people,
I don't want to support that brand because it's not core. I don't want to support that sponsor because it's not core. You're just shooting yourself in the foot, dude.
Yeah. It's
like okay. Another assumption of mine. So for the longest time, Haro is a huge company that makes every single kind of bike. Okay. I always ask myself, why is it that they have the heaviest hitter rider on the planet on their team, but why is none of their riders riding any other type of Haro? Until recently, and we know why recently, is because they're going through this financial crisis. So now they're like, hey, we need Dennis on a road bike. We need Chad on a road bike, mountain bike. They're scrambling. Why didn't you guys do this years ago?
From the beginning.
Why didn't you guys do this years ago? Seeing Dennis Anderson getting a Haro paycheck. Hey, Dennis, we're not just going to give you a Haro BMX bike. We're also going to give you a Haro beach cruiser, mountain bike, road bike. And hey, it'll be good. It'll be wise. It might not be core, but it'll be wise if you go and just promote that on your social media, have pictures of you riding it, But I guess it's because whoever's down there that was managing that didn't feel like it was core. You tell me. I don't know.
I don't know what the answer to why it wouldn't have happened is, but they definitely should have happened sooner. And it's the kind of thing that anyone else in a similar position, even remotely, should be taking advantage of those things, because it's just another opportunity for you to expand what happens for you in out of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you have somebody as talented as Dennis, as achieved as Dennis, what's wrong with him on a road bike on a post? People are like, wait, that's that guy that shreds on that bike, on a BMX bike. Oh, dude, he rides that road bike? Oh, it's gonna lean you more towards that. But no, it never had. Go look at all of his horror posts in the past. Chad, any of those guys, Matthias, none, not until recently.
Yeah.
Bro, was somebody down there just finally noticed that? Dude, I have slanted eyes, but I saw that a long time ago that they should have done that.
I think that my
eyes isn't as open as big as yours, dude. I got these cheeky eyes, and I saw it a long time ago.
What it is, my guess for what it would be, is that it's a BMX person that's in charge of whatever that is. And so it doesn't get thought about, or if it does, it's like, oh no, that's not core. But then the second that someone who's outside of BMX and has a marketing background takes a look at this, they're like, why the hell is this guy who has hundreds of thousands of followers and has a life outside of BMX where he could ride a bike that's a beach cruiser and show his family riding on the beach, not doing that and showing these hundreds of thousands of people?
Brent, if me and you were to own Haro, okay, and we were to sponsor this top tier rider, wouldn't you, if I go, hey Brent, we need to go and do the package. The package is sending a pallet of every single bike we make and tell them, hey, this needs to be in your garage. So when you open your garage, your neighbor will see it.
Yep.
You're going to disagree with me?
Yeah, not at all. I'm going to be...
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. And I'm going to be like, yeah, we need to have him showing him riding all of these bikes so that all of these different types of people who aren't going to buy a BMX bike could find a potential Haro in their garage.
Yeah. They sponsor him not to represent Haro BMX. They sponsor because they want his exposure to expose Haro. And
right.
Haro is more than just a BMX bike. Their mountain bike's good. Their road bike is badass. Why aren't you showing that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just makes sense. It really does just make sense. And it's one of those things that you would think that it would just be like a given, where it's like, well, if we're going to hire this guy, he's going to be here to help more than just this one little tiny segment of our big business.
But he didn't pass the core test. So we're not going to sponsor him. We're not going to hire him. We're not going to hire him because he didn't pass the core test. We put him on the core scale, and he didn't meet that. He didn't meet that requirement.
Damn.
You know. I asked Robbie once. I go, hey, so I know you're supportive of Max, but is it because he's affiliated with Epic and that's business? And he goes, not at all, not at all. He goes, I like him because he doesn't just ride BMX. He does a bunch of other stuff. And I don't want Colt to only sponsor a rider that all he does is ride morning and night. I want people to see Colt riders as being normal. They do everyday things. He's doing car stuff. He's doing fishing. He's doing all this stuff. And that's coming from a guy that's being criticized as being corny. That is not a corny statement at all. What he said was true. Is he wants somebody that is diverse.
Yeah. Because we're real people. We're not just BMX trick machines.
Yeah. He wants it where people could see and go, oh, so I don't have to like completely diverge into this and only do that. I can do other stuff. Oh, sick. And yet people are saying he's corny. Yet Colt is one of the biggest brand right now. I guess I'll be corny.
Yeah. I mean, it comes back to that like lighter
Core.
and whatever else they put their logo on thing that they're doing. Like, I fully understand why someone would look at that and be like, what the heck? But then at this exact same time, I more so understand why they're actually doing it, because it helps sustain the business no matter what people look at it and say or think. And it's stuff that most people who are buying that are going to buy it anyways from someone else. And it's that perspective of that probably Robbie's thinking is like, well, I mean, shit, if they're going to buy this thing anyways, why wouldn't we give them the option to buy one with the cult logo on it so that they can be stoked on it?
Look, he didn't go out there and buy like, 1,000 dog bowls. He probably went out there, got some manufacturer, do like maybe 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? There's a lot of cult customers, and a lot of those customers, they got dogs.
Yeah.
They're going to go buy dog bowls. So there's a very good chance they're going to go buy a cult dog bowl. If you're telling me that requires some school to understand that, you're retarded. like no, that's so easy.
It's the Harley Davidson model.
Hey, I just remember something. Me saying retarded isn't that like against the whole meta thing?
I don't know. I think it's funny, honestly, and it's not going to hurt anything for me if that's what you mean.
It is so crazy. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I fully get it. It's that, and it taps into the Harley Davidson like marketing thing where they put that logo on everything and anything possible, and people buy it because normal people in their normal lives are like, oh, I have this stuff around my house and I have this brand I like, and they make something with it on it. Well, then I want that in my house because I'm supporting, like, I have that now instead of this random no name thing.
Yeah, exactly. When Harley went and made their electric motorcycle, oh my God, they got so much crap for it. And I was like, I mean, it's a gamble. It's a gamble that they did that, but I could see why they're doing that because everybody is going electric.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, you know what? There's a reason why, people are doing that. And one of their marketing guys decided to do it. I could understand why. You remember that term? If everybody jumps off the cliff, are you gonna jump off? You remember that?
Yeah.
I told my teacher, I'm like, yeah, I would jump. And they're like, you would follow everybody. I go, yeah. And the teacher said, why would you do that? I said, because I'll be the only guy up there. If everybody jumped off, I'm gonna be the only guy standing there. What am I gonna do by myself?
Yeah.
And my teacher goes, well, you know my point. I go, no, I don't. I was always that smart ass kid. So I go, you're telling me if the whole population go and jump down a cliff and they all die, that I should stand up there by myself. Okay, well, yeah, let's go find some friends. Everybody jumped down already. You're on this earth by yourself because everybody jump off the cliff. No, if everybody went jump, yeah, fuck it. I'm probably gonna go. So I'm not saying, look, there's kids out there go, well, shit, I'm going to go out there and do a line of Coke. So I guess everybody's doing it. No, come on.
Not everyone's doing.
Yeah, not everybody's doing it, okay? If everybody's doing it, then yes, I promise you guys, I will be there doing it too. If everybody's doing it,
but
okay?
The other part of it is not everyone is doing it. If
the majority is doing something then you got to step back and go, and look and observe it, and go, why is the majority doing this? Look, it takes a majority to win any vote.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look at what the majority is doing. I'm going to go, okay, well, I mean, they're doing it. So it probably makes sense. I don't know. I don't understand it, but I guess I'll go. I know you're going to get a lot of comments like, oh, so you're a sheep then, okay, I guess I'm a sheep, but isn't that right? Usually any kind of vote, the majority wins.
Well, I mean, in a vote, it takes the majority to win, like you said. Yeah.
Almost anything, the majority always rules.
Yeah. I have a hard time with this like thought experiment and just like picking one way or the other, because in my mind, I'm always just like analyzing every possible way that I can think of looking at something. So I'm like your thought of like, well, why is everybody jumping off of the cliff? And do I want to jump off the cliff? Like, or why is the majority of people doing this? Do I want to do this? What does it mean for me? Or why are some people not doing it?
Yeah, I mean that's wise. That's wise of you to do that, but usually, not all the time, when the majority is doing something, it's you probably want to lean towards the majority, and it goes back to, if people think we're straying off the original thing, no, it goes back to the original discussion of how do I sustain this business. Is you got to look at what is the majority of the industry right now. E-bike is the majority of the industry.
Mm-hmm.
We don't sell e-bikes, but we have a good stock of e-bike inner tubes of all size, e-bike tires. Okay, we used to carry only a couple of disc brake pad. Now we carry 6 different ones. You know, we have never carried disc brake kits.
Yeah.
Now we have it. Why? Because the majority of the cyclists right now, you see it every day, is e-bikes. So it's just wise. It's just wise to be like, oh, okay, well, then I guess I'm going to have to just be like the sheep and run with it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And if some people think, oh, okay, I'm going to know, you think that they're majority. They're not. When you say all your friends are doing it, no, they're not. There's only a few. You're just not being open-minded and look at the whole picture. You're only looking at that few friends that's doing it. You got to step back further and see the whole thing's doing it. If your whole school's doing it, then okay.
Yeah.
You know, so no.
And
so
just
it's just I don't know what, like for example, Scotty. Okay. I don't know if Scotty was not working on e-bikes, his bike shop. I'm not sure if his bike shop was not working on anything else and just BMX or what. I don't know what the
I'm
situation
fairly
is.
certain they worked on whatever what came in.
Yeah. So I saw their video and it wasn't that they weren't making money that put them out of business. It was more of like lease, and rental and all that had to do with it. But he did mention about certain income not making it. And so that gave me the whole day. I go, wait, Scotty Kramer in his area, he's probably like a superstar in his area. He has a huge YouTube channel. He's on he's on the what commentator?
Yeah, on X Games.
Okay, on all those. So why isn't his business more? And it's probably because he is not putting more options out there. He's probably limiting. I'm just assuming.
I think a big factor in all this is that he's in Florida. Bike shop was in New Jersey. I don't know. They had I went in there before. They had everything in there. I think that from the video, at least, it was not an issue of income as much as it was a leasing, like what you just said, in that it was totally totally impossible for them, no matter how successful, they would have had to have been insanely successful to be able to keep it there. And I think probably the only thing that could have ever made that happen is if he was actually in the shop every day and that was his job, is pushing the shop.
Yeah, so maybe his situation was a little different, but I hear a lot of the other shop where they say it's just sales hasn't been good, sales been down, doing all that, and it's just like I want to see why, and I'm willing to bet it's one of the reasons because you're just keeping yourself so limited.
Yeah.
Because of that ego and that core, and that's the only thing. I don't know if you know this, but we don't have online store.
I kind of gathered that by when you said that you used to.
So here's the thing. how is a shop like this in California, which is not cheap, the majority of the 25 years we're in business, we don't do online sales, and how could we survive without online? Does that amaze you?
It's amazing. It's because you've done everything you possibly can to open up the most possible amount of customers, short of, like, the only time you're turning someone away is if they're coming in and trying to buy an e-bike that you don't have.
Yes.
Like those types of situations where it's like someone trying to buy the bike, but if they need service on it, it's gonna happen.
And you know what? The reason why we don't sell e-bikes is because the regulations in California, it's so gray that I don't want to get it in. Next thing you know, they pass some regulation. I'm stuck with all those bikes.
Yeah.
But we were approached by a company, and we thought about buying some in. And what we're going to do was what I told you at the beginning. We were going to take them apart and sell the tires, the wheels, the chargers, all that stuff that people are having a difficult time to find. Again, exploring outside the circle.
Yeah.
Instead of just looking one direction. And people that are watching that to heard that while go, yes, guys, I do not have an online store. We are 25 years going, and maybe the first 2-3 years, and then there was a period where we did all those eBay with all those fixed gear, but that is it. We don't have a presence online. So how do we do it? And other shops are going the other way. They need the online store because they don't have a physical presence. And we're the opposite. Sit there and wonder about that. Because they don't want to open the options for themselves in the store. That's why we could do it. We're doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing, guys.
Yeah.
Right, Brett? We're doing the opposite.
I mean, you got to be doing something radically different to have been able to sustain it this long without that.
Without online money.
Yeah.
We have no online money. We don't have we don't do anything on eBay. I do have an account on BMX Museum where I'll sell certain things. Okay, but it's so minuscule on there. Okay, yeah. But we don't. No online business. Now imagine if we do have an online store. Combined with what we do. I'll pick you up in my Lambo.
And you'll have driven it to Ohio from California.
Yes. Okay, because we'll make that much money. Because if we're making money here in California with the California's expense, and we're still banging here, okay? Imagine if I add online money to that.
Yeah.
So some of you guys out there that was like, oh, just sit on that idea. No online store. Let's shut down the internet and see how many business is going to go under. I won't.
Right.
I won't go under. If right now the internet got shut down, okay, for like a month, it won't phase me at all. How many business?
It probably help you actually.
Yes. How many business do you think will go out of business? Will be hurting everybody.
And everybody's going to be outside doing stuff because they won't be on the internet, and it'll just help you with bikes being sold and service on bikes.
Yeah. I hope a lot of people share this video and listen to what I'm saying. If the internet did not exist tomorrow, are you going to survive? I know I will. I will guarantee you I would survive because we've done it. So how would all you guys do it? You guys wouldn't. You guys will all be dead. So you guys are relying on one main platform.
Yeah.
I don't. If I have it, great. I'll have extra money. If I don't, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. You're showing that it's possible.
It's way possible. It's way possible. I know people tell me all the time that, oh, Epic is, world. Look, it's just another shop, man. I'm not a cool guy. I'm actually real life. If I was, people say I'm a dick, and I never argue with that. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm nothing special. I'm nothing special. It's just another shop. I have a rundown sign. My Instagram is like barely 30,000 after 25 years. It's not like at 100,000. It's nothing special. Okay. Most of my business that comes in here are just, they come in because we're willing to work with them. We're willing to help them.
Yep.
No online, no online. All you guys are out there that you guys need your online because your community isn't there. I think that's the problem. Why isn't your community there for you? What are you doing to build that community love? Why? Where? Dude, there is 2 bike shop right like a mile away from me.
Yeah.
Like they're not my competition. Because why? Because they're not going to work as hard as me. On holidays, I'm not sure you follow us on Instagram all the time, but I'll put a message. We will be closed tomorrow, but if you need anything, DM me.
Mm.
And I will show up. I will show up. Christmas morning, I'm here because I know people have that last minute shopping. I'm here Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Because I understand human. I understand that there's people that work all the time. They're like, oh my God, I need to get a last minute gift. You do not know how many times people come in and go, oh my God, you're open. Thank God. And guess what? I opened for like 2-3 hours, $1,000 made.
Yeah.
The Christmas that just passed. Thanksgiving, I'll be here. Call me. I guarantee. Call me in the shop phone. Just to put me in check. I'll answer the phone on Thanksgiving Day. You know why? Because everybody be off work. Nobody wants to sit there and watch a turkey get cooked. They want to go. Like you got relatives that's traveling from other state. They're gonna want to go do something. They're like, hey, let's drive around, see what's up. Oh, dude, there's a place that's open. Let's go in.
And you have that going for you too. I don't know how California is, but I know in Ohio, for at least the past 5 years ish, everything is closed on Thanksgiving in terms of big box stores and whatever. So if it's like that in California, you have that going for you too, in that you're the one who's there.
It is almost like that, but there's too many Asian around my area and we're not going to close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some people go, you open? I'm like, no, dude, I'm Asian. I never close.
I'm incorporated as never closing. I just put the Epic BMX sign up.
No, we have a saying here. If your wallet's open, we're open. Yeah,
that's awesome.
No, I've been in here like right now. It's after hour. We're closed at 7:00. Yeah. Right now it's 9:00 California time. I promise you, somebody stick their head in and go, hey, you open? I go, you spending? They're like, yeah, come on in.
Yeah,
come on in.
And that's the idea of not turning away money, basically. Yeah.
But you do know there are people, and you have witnessed it. You're standing in front of the door holding money, and you're like, hey, I want to buy something. They're like, sorry, we're closed. Come tomorrow. Hell no. Open that. I'm going to take all the money you have. How much money you got on you? I'm going to make sure you walk out of here with nothing.
I got this dude named Ethan, and he's going to sell you a bike even though you're a quadriplegic.
Yeah. But that is our mentality.
Yeah.
That is our mentality is, dude, if you're walking up that door and you want in and you want to spend, I'm going to take.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it, dude. Like if that money's good, I'm going to take it. And that's the problem with all those other guys. They're not going to do it. They're closed on holiday. They're closed on weekend. No, I don't give my competitor any chance. And then you have to also look at your own schedule, your own life. You work at a certain time here, and then when you get off, damn, that store always closed. So one day, if you DM them, you're like, hey, so I got a question. I'm always like this. Is there a chance? You know what? If you DM me that, I'll be like, what do you need?
Yeah.
I need this. Going. When could you come? You're like, right now. You're gonna come open right now. Yes, it's 9:00 at night. I'll meet you.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna make money. I'm not gonna hang out with you.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna make that money.
And obviously it's not realistic to say everyone has to be open on Christmas and Thanksgiving, but just having a little bit of that mindset is going to help you.
I wish no bike shops open, because then I'll get all the business. Okay.
I'm just saying like, to try and be like, to not have everyone be like, really, dude, you're trying to tell me to be open every single, always, forever. It's like, not necessarily, you might be saying that, but I'm saying like, at least be open to the idea of, if someone needs something and wants something, figuring out how to make it happen.
The point is you need to be there for your customer.
Yeah.
That's the main point. It's not, oh shit, so I got to open every day. No. You're not open 24-hour and all that. I probably would do it, but you need to be there for your customer when they're ready. Don't turn them away.
Yep.
They are the one with the money. You need them. They don't need you. You need them to make your business happen.
Yep.
So if you have to go and stay back, we get calls all the time. Hey man, dude, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. You know, I'll be there like 15 minutes late. We'll stick around.
Yep.
And I shit you not. I guarantee you those other core BMX shop, they're like, oh shit, we're actually already closed. You know?
Yeah.
No, bro. Like they're like, that's business.
Yeah, man.
You know?
And one other thing that is kind of a given that hasn't.
Hey, is this the longest interview you ever had?
No, not at all. Not even close.
Okay. I'm going to try to beat it. I'm going to keep stringing you along.
Oh, I can't. It's already midnight here.
No. Hey, yeah, you say you visited Scotty's shop, but yet you haven't visited mine. I heard you say that, and that was like a dagger in me. Right when you said that, I caught it. I go, damn. Okay.
I was in New Jersey already and was like, hey.
So you told me you've been to California a couple of times.
So I'm going to tell you when I was there. I went to California one time for a week, and we were in Long Beach. And then
which is 30 minutes away.
Okay. So I probably didn't even, me being the BMX illiterate person that I have been through my life, probably didn't even know what Epic BMX was at that time.
Oh, so you weren't core.
I wasn't core. And then the other time that I was in California, we went straight from LAX to Woodward and back. So I didn't even have an opportunity to be that direction.
It's all right. My feelings are hurt.
It'll happen eventually when it's safe to come back to California.
What do you mean when it's safe? You know what? You know, I have some family in Texas, and they are so conservative. And they're like, oh yeah, California's liberal. They came over here for Megan's graduation, and they hung out here for a week. And all my nieces and nephew goes, oh wow, I wish we could stay longer. I go, but I thought you didn't want to come here. And they're like, it's not bad. I'm like, no, it's not. The news only show you all the BS.
Right.
It's not like that around.
And it really just also depends on where you are. Just like anywhere else in the world, there's good and bad.
Yes. And the media follows that. I'm all the whole time you were here, did you see anything? They're like, no, it's so nice here. I go, yeah, it's chill. The news only follow just the trouble. And when you tune in, you only see the trouble. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
and when I came to California, I was coming as a BMX tourist and a tourist. So we went to all of the places that obviously were the worst.
Yeah. So that's why, like, if you ever come here, or if anybody's watching, you ever come to California, dude, hit me up. I'll tell you where to go. If I have time, I'll go hang out with you. I'll take you. I'll show you. It's just everybody goes to LA. No, you don't want to go to LA, dude. Nobody in California goes to LA. People that lives in LA don't even go to LA. Okay?
Yeah.
They just don't. It's just where we're at right here is the best. It's quiet. Nobody knows it. Where Westminster is. You got 10 minutes away from the beach. Go down there and you don't see any of that. You don't see any people talking about, oh, Newport, Lagunas, all that is like liberal. No, they're not. Okay, you got a couple of weirdos. Okay, that's it. But majority is not. Nobody cares. You know, the news shows all that. So come out here. You want to know what it's like? You want to know? You want a tour guy? Hit me up. Okay.
There you go.
This guy right here. This guy that's talking to me. He's scared of California.
Oh my God. I'll be there
when it's safe. What do you mean when it's safe?
It was a joke, but I'll be there eventually. I'm trying to save money right now, and California is an expensive trip to make.
It can be cheap. It can be cheap. Hey, if you don't have a lot of baggage, and it's just you can come and stay at my place.
Well, that's the thing. I can't come to California and not bring my girlfriend because she would disown me.
Well, okay. Well, that's it for a different interview.
Yeah. Well,
relationship. That's a relationship interview.
Either way, when it comes to keeping a bike shop open, a BMX specific bike shop open in terms of like selling BMX bikes, it takes putting in the work and being there and also being open-minded enough to not be turning away money.
Yes. And when you say specific, you don't have to be 100% everything in here is BMX. You don't have to have some common sense, dude. You know, have some common sense. Like, you know, if you got a bunch of people riding around on Beach Cruiser and you're a BMX shop, it'd be smart to carry some Beach Cruiser tire. That's not gonna take your coreness away. You would still hold your core title.
I don't know, man. Helping people who aren't BMX people is not very core.
Yeah.
I don't know. Helping people just sucks, you know.
But I hope the people watching this. I hope people learn. I'm not trying to piss off anybody. No, call out anybody. But take what I'm telling you. Take what Brandon's telling you. We're only trying to help.
Exactly.
We're not sitting here trying to diss nobody. If you think we're dissing somebody, I apologize. Maybe I said it the wrong way, but that's not what our intention. He's a BMX rider. You know, I was a very suck ass BMX rider. My daughter rides, you know, she rides BMX. All my kids do. And, you know, in my blood, there is BMX. And I enjoy watching it. I'm always on it. I'm only here to try to make it better. Okay. And if you guys don't think so, comment in. Don't just say that guy's an idiot. I am an idiot, but explain it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna vocalize it, you're gonna put it down and make good of it. Don't just say it's dumb.
I like that. That's fair.
Simple.
Totally
and,
fair.
Thank you, Brett.
Thank you for
it. And yeah, dude, you sucks because you don't go to California. I'm gonna keep bugging you. I'm just gonna keep taking shots at you.
Please do.
Yes.
Seriously, if it's gonna be about me and coming to California, do it.
Dude, I will promise you, if you come and you go to my area here and you spend a week here with us, you will love it. I would not take you to LA. I promise you, I would not take you.
I already did that. I don't need to go back.
I might not even take you to Long Beach. I would not go.
Well, I already did that too, so I don't need to do that either.
Go to the two suckiest area.
It was just a BMX tourist trip, basically.
Yeah, no, dude. All the people watching, dude, they want to go to LA. No, there's nothing there. There's a lot of homeless and crackheads.
Yep.
So, okay, well, I guess you got to go. You know, it's midnight. The lady's probably going, babe, what's taking you so long?
No, she's sleeping right now, but I need to rest this voice so it can actually come back and get some sleep. But I appreciate your insight. This is the first time we've ever talked like in depth like this, and it's been awesome.
Well, it's because, like, you know, I chime in every once in a while in your DM, and you bring up really good topic. I don't know what people think about you and stuff like that, but just hearing some of the discussion you put up, you mean well.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters to me. I don't care if you're right or wrong, but I can see that you mean well, and that's what counts.
Well, I appreciate
you know, and if you mean well, then let's work together because if you're wrong, I'm going to point it out. And if you mean well and your heart's in the right place, you will understand.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that they don't do it for what the reason you're doing. You're doing it, you mean well.
Thank you.
I don't agree with everything you say. I don't agree with some of the stuff you talk about, but I know you mean well. And that's why I hit you up with it, because I want to see that mean well, you know, explanation of yours.
And we just did it.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. I'm out. I'm not sure if that crazy is that crazy guy still here? Okay. No, I guarantee he's probably camping out right in my parking lot.
In the trash bag you gave him.
Okay, man.
All right.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you sometime. Everybody go check out the Epic or the Alfredo's channel, I think is where it's
Yes, it's Alfredo's, not mine. And again, that's a labor of love.
Yeah.
All those videos I do, I don't get a single cent. I don't ask question. I just do it because I love it.
Yeah.
I do it when I have time.
Go watch those. Follow the Epic Instagram page, and thank you for trying to make BMX better.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Absolutely. Have a good night, everyone.
Later.